Alright, the new fad is the slide, alright? So what we're doing today is I'm going to show you how to apply your slide to your ukulele, okay? Forewarned, this is a big heavy slide, and this style of music, in all honesty, is going to sound a lot better on a guitar. But that doesn't mean that you can't play with it, have fun with it, and experiment. And who knows, maybe you'll find a technique or develop something or just be more efficient at it than I am. So, for this you're going to need your ukulele, your open C or your banjo tuning, and a big slide. If you don't have this, a glass bottle works, a coffee mug, but it gets cumbersome if you're trying to play with, you know, world's best dad coffee mug. Alright, so stay tuned, follow me, and let's break it down. Alright, so the first thing you need to do is get back into that open C tuning that we did, okay? The open tunings are going to work the best with your slide. So, if you watched the last video, you know that we have a chord here and here. One of the most important things with your slide is to note the position, okay? When you play with your fingers, you're behind the fret. But that point of pressure is still right on the fret. So when you play with your slide, the first thing you want to do is practice voicing your chord right over that fret. Okay? Because if I'm a little further back, you hear all that dissonance. Move forward a little bit. It sounds much better, okay? So that's the first tip. The second tip I have is these fingers behind your slide, rest them on your strings. It kind of helps to get rid of some of the wobbliness. Alright? It keeps your hands steady and it helps with the shaking strings. So if I'm playing, it's important to see how I slide into the chord. The first thing I would do is I would do a basic blues progression, alright? So I would run through, your C is your 1 chord, F is your 2, or F is your 4, G is your 5. So I do something like, and then to your F, back to your C, to your G, to your F, and I would practice that, alright? That's the basic thing. I'm just kind of not really worrying about the strum pattern. I'm just kind of focusing on the actual slide, okay? Some other tips. This octave on the 12th gives you some cool options. So if you want to start a song, I would say start on the 10th and slide into the 12th. Now this is going to sound better on a 10. Keep this in mind. I'm playing a concert. The bigger the ukulele you have, the better this is going to sound, alright? But you have your octave there. Another cool trick when you're playing this is you can kind of slide into that open G and come off it. I'm sorry, slide into that third fret, which is actually an E sharp major, and come off it. Like this. That's pretty cool too. That's really Muddy Waters. Alright, that's really, really old vintage electric blues. And a lot of guys have adapted that and taken it to them. Muddy Waters probably got some of that from Robert Johnson, but we see a lot of that playing in Fleetwood Mac, in Duane Allman. A lot of these guys have an influence that all kind of started with that muddy and that kind of blues attitude. It's one of those things that you know it's in your head. I know you've heard it before, okay? Alright. So we have the slide up, 4th, 5th, and the octave, right? That should be enough to get you started playing some slide ukulele, okay? Alright, until the next time, keep on keeping on, alright? That was it. Easy, alright? Painless, kind of fun, interesting, and who knows? Maybe you can revolutionize the style of playing, okay? Alright, take care. As always, subscribe. Help me help you. If it helped you, hit the thumbs up. If it didn't, watch it again, I guess. Alright, have a lovely day. Stay tuned, take care, and keep on keeping on.